So, Bobby, I got most of his armor here put together. There's a few things I'm a little not happy with. Turn my music way down. Can't hear me own thoughts. All right, let's see what we can do here. So I've got a few issues here with this. I'm also in teaching the Intro to Modeling course this year. I have had to download and install 3ds Max 2021. I still have 2020 installed because I don't ever trust a brand new version of software without having some form of backup. And so I've got both installed. And so far, there is something wrong with 2021, man. I was trying to help students, trying to teach them how to model. And students were like, okay, why is it when I do what you did, it doesn't do the same thing? And I was like, well, no, Max always does it. You just do this and it'll work. You just do this and it'll work. And then I get 2021 and find out, no, they've broken the hell out of this software. And my poor first year students, man, holy crap, I feel bad for them. Because software does not do what it always did. And here's their teacher telling them, just frickin' hold shift and drag it, it'll work. Doesn't work. So I'm going in here and trying to get used to 2021. I'm trying to just knock out as many of the bits and pieces of Mando that I can here without needing to rely on anything else. And so thanks, Benny boy. It's getting there. And so, yeah, I'm just going in. I'm doing kind of a sanity check here now that I've got a lot of the armor put together. I realize there's still a few things that are missing. Hey, Braybrooks here. What's up, brother? And so, yeah, so I'm going and checking out things like a relationship between the armor. I'm trying to check him out in kind of a silhouette here as well to make sure that kill a roughness on this. I'm trying to make sure that everything just kind of reads correctly. I've done some texturing tests on this already. If you're in the Discord, I posted something there already. Just trying to make sure that this looks the way that it's supposed to. And so, yeah, I went and... This is just Substance Painter here. I'm just checking out my textures. And I'm pleased with it. I think it's looking Mandalorian. And so I'm now kind of just, like I said, doing a sanity check here on comparing bits and pieces. I've been collecting a wealth of reference material. I may actually jump in and start doing his rifle today. I'm super excited about doing that. Or maybe his pistol. I've not yet decided. I can't decide what to do. But anyway, I've been looking cross-referencing here the stuff Where the hell is it? This guy. So this is one of the only full body shots that I've got here of him in costume, with the same elements, the same costume that I'm doing. And so I'm trying to kind of mimic that a little bit, get to a point where it's the same. This pad is, so his thigh pads are a lot closer in resolution and size, a lot closer in size than what I've made. Mine they're quite different. I've got a very big gap between them, and so just looking, like, one leg's towards us a little bit, so there's maybe that much difference. And so I need to go and tweak that, because that is not the case with mine. This pad needs to go a lot closer to his knee, and I've got to round the corners a little bit more too. It looks far more round than I was expecting it to. So I'm going to do this here with an FFD box, and just go and manipulate this a little bit. Let's do this. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is drag all of these things a little further apart. I'm going to bring this down. I think maybe even just a little bit more. That's not bad. And I'm trying to leave room back here for his clothing, for the flight suit that he wears underneath this. One of the other ones I've got to fix is this thing. So this is his hip pad, and I kind of made it to shape. I made it to suit what I saw was the pattern. But the more I see him in his costume kind of laid out, the more I realize that this is not going to cut it. This is not what I wanted for sure. It definitely looks like it's meant to be smaller and rounder. Through there, I guess. And then I've got his boots, and I'm still working out what to do with the boots. So I do have one of them to the point that I like where it's going. I built this cuff in and around the boot to make it fit. And I think I'm just going to have to do the same thing with the other one. I'm just going to have to force it to fit. But yeah, I'm liking the way that the left leg is going. And again, like, I keep looking at him from the side and kind of just gauging the silhouette. And making sure that it kind of looks the way that I want it to look. And I'm pretty pleased with it so far. There's a big weld mark on this thigh pad, and I'm gonna have to do that. I may also have to chamfer this edge. It looks a lot more round in the image here than that corner that I've got. But this is getting there. This is getting there. So I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna work on his gun. I think that's something that I'd like to do. Just to kind of give me a little bit of a respite from this guy. And so we're going to leave this as is. I'm going to save this out. And I'm going to make the guns both in a completely separate pack, or separate file here. So I'm going to reset this. And I've actually got a lot of reference for the rifle. And very little reference for the pistol, the blaster, as it were. And so I've got this, which is a pretty good shot of his pistol. I'm gonna have to go through. I don't know if that's the unmodified original version of the gun that was used. I'll have to go through and look at what his pistol looks like in the show. I also made myself in Photoshop here. And grabbed, I let the show run and grabbed a few screen caps here to try and be able to sort out what I'm looking at. So there's his gun there. Let me cross-reference this with the other one. I think the other one is actually just the old Wild West pistol that was used. Because they are definitely not one and the same. I mean, it's obvious that this was the source material. So it looks like they built a new hammer. And it looks like they've modified the grip. But the actual body of the gun doesn't seem too heavily modified. They've also, it looks like they've put a some kind of a flange on the end. So that's gonna be a little harder to do without reference. I'm gonna have to start referencing the hell out of that. The rifle that he's got, on the other hand, the amount of reference I've been able to procure of this object makes it ideal. You know what? I should really go in through and rename a bunch of this stuff too, so I can find things. I've got a bunch of images of some prop builders reproducing it, and I've got to be really careful with that, because almost everything I've seen so far of cosplayers and people reproducing this guy, I have found inaccuracies in what they're doing, and so I want to be pretty careful with that. I do, however, have reference of the costume from photos taken from D23, the Disney convention, and these are highly detailed, giving me and whoever took these photos, man, I'd like to buy you dinner, because these are incredibly detailed photos. In which I can actually see the mechanisms of everything. I can see the details of everything and how this stuff was put together. Even this little octagon that sits on here, I guess it's a hexagon instead. But even the details on this with the little bit of clamps that are on it and stuff, like, it's an incredible amount of detail that these photos were able to show. Which is just fascinating. Even this blew me away. This is inside the prongs on the front of the gun, and they've actually got copper wiring inside the prong that has got a pattern to it, right? Where it's 5 across here, and then it's 3 across here, and then it's just 1 at the tip. And so that is an insane little amount of detail that they've put into this thing. That all of the prop builders and everybody that I've seen reproducing this, they've just made this one solid shape, and so I'll be able to do a much better version of that. However, what I'm looking for here in order to get started is a singular shot of the rifle. I think I'm going to create some folders here to start organizing this a little bit better, just so that I can keep track of what I'm looking at here. So I'm going to grab all of my rifle photos. I don't even know what that is. These are all rifle down here. So starting here, this is all rifle. And again, just absolutely gorgeous photos. So I'll throw those all in there. I just saw another prong. That one and that one. This one, this one. They go in here. And I think I'll just do this to try and keep it, keep this whole thing a little bit more organized. What am I looking at here? Ah, yes. So this was brilliant too. This is the animation of him reloading. So I can actually see where the component, this thing lifts up, and that's where he puts the shell, is in there. And so that's fascinating too. And that's the rifle. That's the rifle. That's the rifle. I also have, like, I do have some close-ups of the pistol as well, which again is, you know, it's nice. It's well put together. But I haven't done enough research on his pistol to be able to just do that alone. Let's see. I'm going to make another folder here for the helmet stuff to be able to just throw that separately into something. Because I don't need those. I don't actually need those images any longer. I'll create one for his shoes. And I'll grab all the pictures of his shoes and put those in here. And everything else is kind of just costume. I do have his flight suit here too. Maybe I'll put those separate as well. Flight suit. So we'll grab these. And I'll put those in there. That's the flight suit. And the rest is kind of just random bits and pieces of armor. That's the rifle. And I think what I'll do is, let's do another one here. Folder. And I'm going to call this Beskar. Or the Beskar Steel. Because I have a very limited number of shots here that are actually him in the Beskar. Because everything else is the old costume. And I know by the time I finish this, well, not even by the time I finish this, Season 2, I guarantee you he's going to get more armor. And I'll end up having to redo some of what I've done. I'm again just kind of trying to... That's the Beskar. I'm just trying to organize this a little bit better. Okay, what is this? Oh, that's the prongs. That goes in the rifle. I'm going to need a pistol folder as well, but I haven't got enough reference of that. So let's go into the rifle photos now, which are going to be a little bit easier to sort through now that I've got... there we go. Now that I've got this plugging away. So the one image that I had that shows the entirety of the rifle laid out on a table. This one. So I'm going to start with this. I know that it's a prop and not, well, I mean, that's a prop from the movie too. But it's going to give me, at least I can see the entire proportions of everything here. And then I'll go in and start fiddling around with the noodly little details. And see what I can do with it. There's some really cool stuff on this. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use. Let me start with this and go to my properties and detail so I can get the resolution of this because it's a nice big resolution. And we're going to go into here and I'm going to go to my right camera and create a plane. That's going to be my reference material. And let's go give this some dimensions here. So this is in height 699. That's not nearly as big as I thought it was going to be. 3809. It's actually huge in that direction. Okay. So I'll go in here. I'm going to see if I can't find the dimensions for this gun as well. I'm going to throw that on here. So I would like to find out how big this thing is. There's a couple of different ways that I can do this. I need to get this image to scale. In order to make sure that I can keep bumping my head on my microphone. Take that bloody thing off. So if this scope that's on here, the sight, if that is something that is a legitimate sight that has been reused, that will come in handy. So whenever I do any sci-fi weaponry like this, one of the first places that I visit in order to try and figure out what's going on is the IMFDB the IMFDB is the Internet Movie Firearms Database. And this is a list of firearms that exist in movies. And so, anytime you've seen a movie and there's somebody with a gun in it, this is a website where they compile that data in order to be able to have a listing of it. And so I'm going to go through here and see if I can't find the Mandalorian. I want to go to television. And pause that. And we'll see if we can't find the Mandalorian in here. It doesn't look like Mandalorian is under M. Maybe we'll do a search here. And see if anything comes up. Enough with the videos. Enough of that. So season 1 of The Mandalorian. Oh, my Lanta. All right, we'll get on that. So, I now have a list of everything that's in the show. At least in season 1. And so this will be good because it's not just what Mando uses, but it's everything that's in everybody's hands ever in the show. Which is really, really cool. But I'm actually just interested in Mando's rifle. So I'm going to go back up here. Oh, the whistling birds are there too? That's not the whistling birds. Even this, there are flaws even here. Oh, go away. I don't want to subscribe. Okay, Ammon sniper rifle. That's his. So at least this will tell me what this thing was. The Ammon sniper rifle used by the Mandalorian as his primary weapon in Chapter 4 Sanctuary. Cara borrows it. Mandalorian uses it to good effect. In some of the original concept art for the series, the rifle was built on an AKM receiver. However, the actual rifle used appears to be an entirely fabricated prop. The weapon was first seen by audiences being wielded by, Boba Fett. I knew that. So that's a shame. It looks like it's not actually a real thing. None of it is. Which, I mean, I guess is cool for the show, because it does give you that that uniqueness, right? That it doesn't look like anything else that exists. Magnetic scope. He takes this off in the show and puts it back several times, which is cool. Go away. So all of the images that are here are images that I have already. So that's of no use to me. So I'm going to pop out of here and see if I can't find the shoot, what was it called? Amden sniper rifle. Ammon. That's it. Ammon, not Andon. Ammon. And we'll check out some of these other sites here to see if I can't find its dimensions, so that I can get this right when used next to the character here. I'll take a look for the dimensions here. Okay, so this replica is 1.78 centimeters long. Okay, I might go and see if I can't. There might be something else I can do here too. $17.80. Okay, so here's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to look for images here. And what I would like to see is an image of that. Yeah, that's okay. An image of that on Mando's back. Because if I can find a shot of it on his back, I might be able to extrapolate the height of this thing based off the height of Pedro Pascal. Presuming I get lucky and find a shot that Pedro Pascal is actually the guy in the uniform. So this kind of thing. If I can find this... What am I looking at? It's an action figure. If I can find that kind of shot with the rifle in relation to him standing, then I will be able to extrapolate the size of it based off his height. Okay, so I'm not going to have any luck with that. Let me just look at the Mandalorian and see if I can't find a full body shot. And I need it to be full body. Okay, that's not bad. I'm going to have to presume that that's Pedro Pascal in there. .8, so he's just shy of 6 feet tall. Okay, 1.8. We'll go back to that image. It'd be better if it wasn't walking, but I can... That might actually be 178 centimeters. Just gauging by the height of him. Okay, so let me take this in, copy, bring this into Photoshop here. See if I can't figure out how big this thing is actually supposed to be. So he's mid-step here, with 1 foot back and 1 foot towards us, which means he's at the planting pose of the stride, which means his pelvis is down a little bit. And he's also got his head tilted forward a little bit. So that's changing the height of him slightly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go just above his head and just below his feet to try to compensate for the fact that he's mid-stride with his head down. And I'm going to grab this in height. 1173. Okay. One 173 divided by 180 centimeters gets me 6.5. So I'm at 6.5 pixels. Okay, so we're going to transform this way. And just stand it up here a little bit. So what I'm looking to do here is just measure the gun now. So I know 6.5 pixels is a centimeter. $10.57 divided by 6.5. And in centimeters, the gun is 162. Let's go see what these people have for the dimensions. and see if that's close. $178. Okay. I think that's going to be close enough. I think that's too big. I think that's too big. Okay, let me try this. Let me try this a different way. So I'm going to go to, file, save as. So I'm going to try this a different way here. I'm going to go and save this. Projects, Mando. I got an idea. Max, and this is the rifle. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up the character again, like so. And then I'm going to merge in the gun. There it is. Okay, angle snaps is on. I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees. Good enough. Not good enough. Remind me to set my snaps back. That's mental. Okay, so now that I've got that, I'm going to rotate this until it's on the same pose, and I'm going to scale it down. Go put it behind the fella. I think this is going to be the smartest way to do this. So let's go look at the image again. No, this. So just above his head to mid-calf. Okay, that's about the size of the gun in relation to the dude. So here's what I do now is I go and right click on my scale, 4.612. So now we'll just go and reload our file, rifle. Won't bother saving anything in there. And in here, I grab this, scale it 4.612. Then reset its X form. And now that's to scale. Okay, so that's step number one. I've got it the size I want it. Move it back here. No, don't tell me you're going to do this again. God, I hate you, 3ds Max. On occasion, Max's viewports go back to a default state. It's so stupid. Okay, let's go and fix the viewport. Configure viewports. Background. Use this. Stupid. Okay. Hide the grid. Actually, I'm going to keep the grid out for a moment because I now need to line this thing up so that it's straight. Let's convert this to an editable poly. Let's go to our pivot. And I'm going to use I'm going to use the highlight here because it's easy to see. And I'm going to move the highlight down until it's on the grid. And now I just need to straighten this out until the highlight is straight all the way across. Okay, reset its X form again. And now I can go in and start plugging away at this thing. So I'm going to start with the butt. I'll make a little box. We'll make this editable poly. I'm going to add a turbo smooth modifier, which I will preview. And I'll use that as a means of doing essentially sub-D modeling on this. And we'll see what we can do here. We'll go move this up. There's a point there I want to get. Bring this down. And get rid of that cap. Actually, I think what I'll do, let's do this instead. Where's my edge crease? There we are. Whoop. Okay. I'm going to bring these in here. I'll add another connection. Add another connection here. I'm going to add a central edge. It's out here. And we'll pull this one up here. And we'll add another central edge here. So I'm just trying to line this up with the outline of the object here. I know that it's really wrong in 3D because I'm only manipulating it from the side view here. But that's okay, because all I really want to do is just kind of get it close enough. I'm going to go to my Turbo Smooth and I'm going to add another iteration to it here. And just get these again as close enough as I can. That's good. I feel like that needs adjusting. Okay. That's good. That's good. Okay, so as a start, I'm going to work with that. Hey, Ash. How you doing, brother? That is not the actual. That is a fan-made prop. Whenever I can, I'm going to try and use the original prop here. This is the actual one from the show, so this is a much better piece of reference. It's really, really round. I thought I had another really good shot. That is what I want. That's the other really good shot. So I'm going to keep those two things handy. And let's go see how we're doing here. I'm going to take the reference here and slide it back again. And now I can go into this mode. Oh, you did, didn't you? So this happens on occasion. So I'm going to delete the turbo smooth. Max's edge spacer is stupid and only works on a mesh that's been had its X form reset. Why would you have the neck and the head as separate geo in production? Oi, I wouldn't. Is that a trick question? I don't think that's something I would ever do. The only reason I would do that is if there was a clean split, like an obvious split in the mesh there. So if you're talking about a character with a turtleneck, I would split the top of the turtleneck from the neck, and that's, I don't even know that I would ever do that. It'll cause a seam if it's separate meshes. I mean, you can do things with normals and whatnot to make it look better, but I don't know. I can't tell you. Yeah, no, absolutely, right? You've got to match the weight painting on the vert from the neck and the vert from the head. I've seen UV seams there. So, Yash, what are you talking about? Because there are some instances in which I can think of why that would have been done. Oh, model you had to rig. So it wasn't something that was ripped from a game or anything, right? No, it was on a model. Yeah, no, I've never seen anything like that, man. I don't even know why anybody would do that. They may have reasons. It's not for a game, right? It's for film. You're doing, you're not doing game work? No, it was a game model. No idea, my friend. The only time I've ever seen that happen is the only time I've ever seen that happen is when it's a model that's been ripped from an existing game, and they had a UV split there. Often, when you rip things from games, UV splits become mesh splits. But other than that, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why anybody would do that. Thanks. It's getting there. Just debating the best way to go about doing this here. I'm going to flatten the back of this thing. Yeah, I think that's... I think I've got my answer. One more. Okay, and then ring. Okay. It didn't do what I wanted it to. No, we're going to go polygons. Corners. So to flatten this out here, I actually have, because this was made from a square, or a cube, or a box rather, I actually have a back on it that is square. And so I'm just looking to delete the back, like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bridge back here. I'm still going to have to round this a little bit better. But this will give me... I'm just going to count off center. 1, 2, 3, and 4th. Okay. Center. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th. Yeah, oh, I did that right. Down here, center. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th. There. Bridge. One, two, three, four. No, 1, 2, 3. I need to add 3 edges. He's a rigger, Bobby, so he's talking about a character. Okay. Oh, I do want to round that a little bit. I don't think I'm going to get there yet. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I'm gonna go look at the receiver now. See if I can't work out what shape I'm looking at here. I do have to hollow out a trigger assembly. Oh, and there's a really cool part on the top that I'm gonna have to hollow out too. Yeah, so that part's square. See ya, Bobby. Okay, that's the next piece I gotta make. And it looks larger, so I'm gonna go here. Box. I think I'm gonna bring it as far as here. I can't be too sure. Where do you go? It closes off there. Stop there for now. That one's rounded, but it's a solid slice. So I think that's what I need. This vertex. 0.44. Okay. Like so. Alright, I think I've got a pretty good handle on this shape here. I'm going to have to get rid of some edges. Let's make this wider. Delete that. Okay. That is looking right. So we chamfer these two edges. Give it a 45. Actually, it looks way shorter than that. Yeah, that's going to move back. Okay, about there. That for now. So this one actually needs to be round through here. So I'm going to have to do a few chamfers to get that right. And for now, add my new edge in here. Okay. Yes. Has to move in. That's not bad. Take these edges down a little bit. Okay, so after that, let's try and make this thing round. And go forever. Just cycling through all my pictures here, trying to find the best angle of that piece. There we go. Not the best shot. That's a better shot. Yeah, so quite rounded. So chamfer. It's gotta be the same height as that one. Yeah. Why is that not straight? That's why. Why have you moved? Must have inadvertently moved something. Okay, so try and get this to match the shape. And then we'll quad this off, keep it clean. There we go. I think and it's low res. And I want to just slice straight down here and then around that piece. Oh, that piece is okay. That's fine. Okay, let's fix this. And chamfers were all crooked. Okay, so from here, I need another inset to make this look rounded. Get rid of these guys. Okay, let's get rid of that edge temporarily. It's an end gun, so it's not going to like that. All right. So the goal here is to try and make this rounded piece, and I think the way that I'm going to try and do that is by chamfering. Wow, that is messed up. There's one vertex there. I did not expect that chamfer to go that way. Why is it chamfering it so much? There, that's what I want. Get this even intervals here. Oh, Max is going to go away. So Max didn't like chamfering. Thanks, Max. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why it's important that you save your work every 2.5 seconds when working with Autodesk. Drunk fucking monkeys. Okay. Okay, Max is open. Kind of. I'm going to go to my auto backs here. And there's a rifle recovery file. Now, this is a little worrisome. You'll notice the other ones have photos here. And this one does not. That usually means it's going to crash when it opens. It did not. So I'm going to go File, Save As, and we'll go save this now. And we'll get out of here, back in my Mando folder. There we are. Okay. Let's go back to doing what Max didn't want to do. 3D model. Chamfer. What the Sam hell? I hate you, Max. That'll work. Okay, so the topology is really weird in here, but it's okay. I'm kind of it's more this shape here, this guy that I'm interested in. I don't much care what the underside, what the vertices here look like. In fact, those vertices are all just going to get target welded into this corner. Like so, and eventually I'm going to actually chamfer this corner. I want it to be a little bit rounded, this one, and so these edges are actually going to serve a purpose. Eventually. So I'm going to grab these two polygons here and extrude them. 0. And then just slide them straight across. So that is actually the shape that I'm after. We're just going to go mirror this sucker. What? Why is my toolbar gone? Are you shitting me that crashing pooched my toolbar? Max. I can't seem to find my toolbar now. And I'm not going to make the mistake I've made in the past where I make another one. Because when you do that... There, that's what I want. It's just not there. Ah, bugger. But ain't fine, we'll do it the old-fashioned way, you bastard. Show buttons. Configure modifier sets. Symmetry. Turbo smooth. Turn to poly. Chamfer. UV map. Unwrap. There we go. Your time has come. Right, left, wrong. Okay, so next I need to actually make sure that there's no pass-through going on here. Because I just extruded these polygons into the neighboring polygons. And that's not good. That's not going to work. And so we'll just go and delete those. And along with these tops. And then I'm hoping... No, I've had to restart the software, so this is actually probably going to break what I was aiming to do. But the goal was to use the slice plane from memory to match this. That doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Okay. Okay. It's not terrible. I'm just going to add a few more polygons to this. My slice plane is going to help me out here. So I'm going to delete the polygons where they go through. Just so that I get this linear here. Like that. Okay, so now that's linear. And this guy. And this guy. There we go. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. So now we'll just go and do some bridging. Bridge builder. Just keep moving on. I actually have too many edges here. Let's try and do this another way. Come on, you. 1, 2. Delete this. Edge. Bridge. Lay beside me. Tell me what they've done. The words I want to hear. But it's open if you're true. Okay. Solid. Come lay beside me. Black of day, dark of night. What the hell is going on? Why are these not in the same place? No, there's no sun shining through. That's why. Turn the pages, turn to stone. Open it for you. Okay. 'Cause I'm the one who waits for you. Lay beside me. Loves me not, she loves me still. Lay beside me. But she'll be there when I'm gone. What time is it? 10 o'clock. Gidger shall be there. Open it for you. What I know. Or are you unforgiven too? What is das? You shouldn't be there. Nor should you. Bum, 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 bum. So, Brimbrook, man, I didn't even know you left. Tell me what I've done. Not the real one. Yeah, I thought I'd take a break from the armor for a little bit. And so I'm just looking at some of the I get some really good reference from the internet of somebody who took pictures of it from the Disney conference. And again, it's one of those things that slushy. It's one of those things that the cosplayers get it almost right. I'm looking at this reference one here too, which is a replica that a prop builder has made, and it's close. It's good, but it's not accurate. And I am anal when it comes to accuracy with this stuff. And so I'm trying to as best I can make this thing accurate. So I think what I need to do is take these guys. 'Cause you're unforgiven too. Let's detach this as a clone. And then select it. And put a push. You might say a force push. Yeah, you crucify it, right? You don't get it right. Well, that's not gonna fucking work. Here's my stupid toolbar. What am I missing? Reset X form. Help is. That's right, they said help is on the way. Help is on the way. What the hell am I going to do to straighten this out? I don't think I want to cut it again. Yeah, fuck it, I'll cut it again. All is lost again, and I'm not giving in. Take the world today and paranoid. All is lost again, and I'm not giving in. I will not bow. Lost the will to change. What? I will not break. I will show the world today. Lost the will to change. Watch them fall. Close enough. Single bone in your backbone. Watch them fall. It happens almost never, but it happened once to me. Singing together. Not after payment, fortune to you. I'm after you. Okay, these are gonna go back. Ooh. Why don't you go back? Oh, symmetry. That's fine. That's fine. It's there. Okay. I think I've had enough. I got a pounding headache. Too much grading today. I'm gonna save this out. I've been trying to compare the actual screen used model with this fan prop, and man, this fan prop missed the mark. They've got some things that are close to accurate, but this actual separate piece here is the loading mechanism, and there's actually a hinge here that whole thing swings up and moves out, and they don't have that here. None of that's here, and so I'm trying to use this as a scale reference, but paying more attention to the details on this one. And there's fiddly little details all over the place here. They're crazy, including these little metal rivets, which are gonna catch light really well with this, I think. I'm gonna make this inner shell piece here too. And so yeah, like they got close, whoever was building this, but they definitely went their own path along some of these things. And so, anyway, I'm trying to keep it screen accurate if I can. I'm just trying to get a first-person shooter sense out of this thing too. Not that that matters. I just want to get this thing to look good on his back. Anyway, that's it for me for tonight. And yeah, I'm going to call an end to the stream. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another update here fairly shortly as I make progress on Mando and his various gears. Yeah, well, so Benny, these images I have are of the actual prop. They come from the Disney Expo, the D23, and somebody, I'd like to buy this person a coffee. Somebody took some photos of the gun when the costume was on display. So this is the actual costume that was worn by Pedro Pascal. And this person took zoomed in photos of all of the bits and pieces in the rifle. And so I can actually, like, these are really nice high-res images here. Or I can see how a lot of this stuff was put together. Which makes for absolutely brilliant reference. In terms of modeling this thing. And again, they're like from every angle, every little component on this thing. This is one of the ones that I was looking at a little bit earlier. And so this is the actual one. This is the actual prop that was used in the show. And so, yeah, just to have somebody do this, to have somebody take these photos, and I don't know what their intent was with the photos, but even like the heat scoring up here, like it's beautiful. So many perfect little details that I'm going to be able to reproduce. And so yeah, it's insane the level of detail that they took these photos. And so yeah, that is going to be my Bible, man, when I make this thing. Because they're just perfect. This is a fan prop now. This is somebody doing some weathering on the gun. Fan prop again. And it's funny because I can actually, I'm starting to tell which details are wrong. So here on the fan prop, they've just got 4 stripes. And that thing on the real gun is, nope, one more. This is 3 stripes, and this guy actually has some cutouts out of him. And so, like, again, the fan prop got close they were probably going from screen grabs or stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to try and make this as screen accurate as I can. And then I'll put it on his back and never get used. Anyway, That's it for me. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll be back with an update in a day or two.